Hello, and welcome to Rocket Fuel, your daily update for everything that's happening in the Rocket Fuel community. So, as you all know, it's September 15th, and it's Merge Day. I think almost everywhere in the world, Merge happened on September 15th, because it got delayed by a few hours because of miners dropping off. But, of course, the first person to post their pandas in trading was Marceau. So he got the pandas and he got them on trading really quickly, but then trading just kind of went crazy, and I think there was like 1,000 posts in the space of 5 minutes. Everybody's saying we merged, and if you're watching the live stream, which I recommend that you go back and watch a recording if you want, it was amazing how quickly we realized just how smoothly it all went. It was absolutely wonderful. It was like the most remarkable feat of engineering and programming that I think, I don't want to be like hyperbolic, but maybe the world has ever seen, like to change out $400 billion ecosystem without missing a single block, without turning it off, and just changing everything about it. I guess the analogies that you've heard probably are like changing the engine of an airplane while it's still flying, changing the foundation of a building while it's still standing, and like not even a cup of water spilling or something along those kind of lines. So it was really great. And look, TQFT says get me in the screen cap, but hey, he's gonna have to settle for getting in on rocket fuel instead. So there was some really great stuff. Like everyone was really happy and everyone was really excited. However, there were some issues. So before the merge happened, we were testing at around a 99.5% rate on Beacon Chain, and then after it dropped to like 96 or 97%, it dropped by a few percent. And one of the issue was Joe started posting pretty much right after the merge. He said, we have merged Panda. A quick note: if you're running Besu and is complaining about invalid blocks, please restart. And then he gave some codes, and he said, talking with Besu and Nimbus devs, seems like you may have to restart Besu and your consensus layer client at the same time, basically, and then sharing the code for how to do that as well. And he says my two Besu machines are working now after doing this. And then an hour later, over 45 minutes later, it looks like there's a known issue with Nimbus that can cause a crash with SegV in some cases, and working with their dev team to try to fix it. And then another half an hour later, seeing lots of questions about this. If you're using Besu and Nimbus and you see warning logs like this, it's just a cosmetic thing. It doesn't actually indicate a problem, and I'm told it will be removed in the next release. And then for today, basically after like sleeping for a few hours and then coming back and starting the next day, Joe gave an update of what's happening with Nimbus and Besu clients. And as you would have it, I am running my node on Nimbus and Besu. So I had some issues overnight right as the merge took place. So it was a little bit kind of stressful trying to fix that right away. But overall, it didn't dampen my excitement for the merge too much. And thankfully, I missed 4 attestations in each of my mini pools. So I got it fixed quite quickly. And now I hope I'm running okay. So there were some small issues, but these fixes are either here or coming very soon. And I don't think there's too much that you need to be worrying about, but it's definitely something worth keeping an eye on. So next we have this really great thing for the community. So latest proposed blocks, and we got the first block in the first epoch after the merge, and it said Meek was here. So Meek got the first block that he proposed after the first rocket pool block after the merge, which was really wonderful to see, and I'm really happy for him that it worked out that way. I'm trying to see when, Meek proposing blocks and getting some nice rewards in that block too. So his tip, he's not in the smoothing pool, so his tip was 0.074 ETH, which is not bad. So during the merge call, there was the POAP. So the instructions on how to get the POAP are right here. So you send USDC, RAI, or DAI on mainnet, Polygon, Arbitrum, or Optimism. you send $10 worth to stateful.eth to get the POAP. So I have the first 3, and I already sent my donation to stateful.eth for the 4th one, so I'll have the complete set, which is really exciting. Okay, so one of the things that I was doing before the merge stream started was taking part in this POAP art, like pixel space. So I've mentioned it on this channel before, like on Rocket Fuel before, that the two main crypto communities that I'm part of, like my crypto, like for the last few years, the main community that I've been part of is ETH Finance on Reddit, and then over the last year or so, I've kind of like spent more time in the Rocket Pool trading channel on Discord. So it's kind of fitting that I was able to snag this really cool spot. So here you see the ETH Finance Mavericks, and here there's one of the small Rocket Pool logos, and right here you see WAQWAQATTACK, like right there, like right above the line and below the Rocket Pool logo. The main Rocket Pool logo was right here, which of course they're saying LEB 8 ETH, which I'm really excited about, established 2016, which was really great. And then Kevs.eth got it here too, which was really nice. But yeah, I spent a couple of hours working on the gallery, on the canvas, but like that's going to be there forever now, so that's really great. I think there's going to sell this as an NFT, and maybe I'll buy it. Okay, next we have so a little while after the merge went through, we got this message from MEV Boost, and they're saying that it's live, so it's all running. Obviously, like we talked about the number of people running Rocket Pool nodes yesterday who had opted into MEV Boost, with being around 40%. So it wasn't long before that the smoothing pool rewards have started coming in. So now we've got 60% of nodes are in the smoothing pool, and the rewards have already started coming in here. So that is like that 9.5 ETH was because of this one transaction of this node from Antarctica and South Pole. Had this really great block this afternoon or this morning, where they got a 4.95 ETH tip in that block, which is really amazing. So they're part of the smoothing pool, as you can see by this little logo right here. So they shared that with the whole community, and the person who got that block talked about it in trading, but they're really deserving of that, and they're really happy to be sharing that with everyone. So I'm really happy for them too. So it's really great that the rewards are coming through, and hopefully they keep coming through, But the community has been talking more today about that leecher element in the smoothing pool of people who are signed up for rewards but are not contributing by signing up for MEV. I think people are taking it more seriously that those people will be punished in some way, and it's most likely will be that their rewards will be reduced in line with their lack of MEV rewards. I think we still need to figure out what that's going to look like, but that's something that's going to happen. So next we have this so this was the first block that came in for the smoothing pool with the tip at 547. I think for a few hours people were like, does being in the smoothing pool mean that we don't get the tips? But it was all working fine, so it was totally okay, and the block started coming through, so it was really great to see that. And then finally, some non-merge related events. I kind of talked about Marceau talking to Exodus wallet yesterday, and he said, so just met with Exodus. They're interested in Rocket Pool both as liquid staking product offering, RETH, and also long-term want to participate as a staking as a service provider. Their co-founder is a big Rocket Pool fan, runs a node, and they're also interested in holding RPL on the company balance sheet, which is pretty cool. So that was a really nice piece of news that Marceau shared with us in trading. And the last 39 hours have been really intense, and I slept about 3 hours overnight, and I napped for an hour this afternoon, and I'm exhausted. So if I made any mistakes, I'm really sorry, but it was a lot to keep up with the rocket pool community over the last 24 hours, and I'm glad that I finally got there in the end. But hopefully I think things might calm down a little bit in the next few days and makes keeping up with everything for you all a little bit easier. But regardless, I'll be here every day. So I hope you all had a lovely merge day, and I hope your blocks are full of MEV rewards, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.